Hello everybody, and welcome to a very calm Crusader Kings. It's a beautiful morning where I am. I can hear the birds singing outside. I hope you can hear birds wherever you are. King Ricat, the Trojan of Cornwall. He's getting old, but he's still in good health. We recently imprisoned his first son in an act of vengeance, threw him in the dungeon until he died. We're now going to inherit as his grandson, Duke Ricat II, who's doing very well. He is the Duke of Wessex. He owns a bunch of other things. He's strong enough to usually defend himself from raiders. But not always. Look at these people. I would also have a hard time against them. I don't know if I'd be able to win. Let's see, their army is Huskarls, Bondi, and Vigman, which means that they'd be able to counter a lot of my guys. But I have twice as many of them. Let's try it. I'm not currently in a war. So they're from the Sudreyjar. Sudreyjar? I'm not sure. Sudreyjar? They're very strong. Very strong. Most of these are from levies. Are they still tribal? Okay. I suspect then that they're not really going to get any stronger than they currently are, but that they're very well developed tribal. They might be the ones that I need to worry about most. Look at this fella. A mighty Catholic Cumbrian. My fellow Breton. But this type of Bretonic, not this type of Breton down in Brittany. It's got a little kingdom over in Strathclyde. I wonder, can I be so lucky? No. It would have been too nice to be able to expand up there just by marriage. I'm also in the process of trying to assassinate this person. The main reason for that is his eldest sister is the wife of my grandson. So it is very beneficial when your wife is also your vassal. It lets you play a bit more altruistically, sharing more with your wife, and it will all make its way back into your family, and you share more with your instead of just being able to share with your sons. Because when you're a patriarchal religion, a male-dominated religion, you can only give land to a woman if she already has land. You can't give her land. Uh, you can't just give your wife a bunch of land. She needs to inherit it, and then you can give her more land afterwards. Now, we're just gonna have to wait to see how I can do against those raiders, because I have a lot of children in my court in need of an education. Let's see here. I have a Sicilian grandson, and apparently he's at my court. I forgot about that for sure. Did he at one... Ah. Okay, I remember making this marriage agreement. He lost his land over there. This fellow in Salerno. Who'd he lose it to? Ah, okay. The southern Sicily is a hotbed of religious war. So, some Muslims took it from him. It's not unexpected. Okay, back to... It's nice that he came to join me. He's a very accomplished spy. Maybe I can find him some land. All on, with, conquest. And sure. What's the Sicilian culture doing? Oh, it's in the early medieval period. How's the Greek culture doing? It is also in the early medieval period. Does it tell me what they're focusing on? Or are they still... Ah, they're still working on city planning. Okay. Here. Oh, he's a guest. He's a guest. Here we go. Oh, okay. If you're already a bit of a coward, then we'll we'll change your education focus. And make you focus on intrigue instead of martial. There's my son. He has a guardian. It's a guardian. This person doesn't have a personality yet, so we'll just wait. There we go. I thought he'd ask. It says we're gonna lose. We're still going for it. Oh, we lost quite badly. Hooray. We have discovered sea bees. I'll help finish that quickly. But more importantly, we're entering the early medieval era. Wonderful. Another grandson. There. He needs to switch to insular. I'm completely broke. Oh, this guy's trying to befriend me, my chancellor. I want him to just leave me alone, I think. Who's this person? What? Who's? Ha! Good one, Godwin. I can't go to war when I don't have any money. Well, this is fortunate. Right now, I need the money. During the daily management of my realm, I have learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. Securing those trade deals will fill my treasury. That is my choice. Go. We'll go join this war with just my men-at-arms and knights. Ah, oh no, my best friend died. Who's this person? My son and vassal. This is a big gamble. Although, if they discover me, it doesn't matter very much. I'm already known to be a murderer. There we go. This one's a funny story. Someone walks in and sees me trying to bury him alive and thinks he just fell asleep during our home reno project. Well, if at first you don't succeed, who am I fighting in this war? Because it said I was taking attrition damage walking through Sudrajar. He's just a chief. He's all the way over there. See that? Why? Is it because I'm still hostile with them from being raided? In which case it will last for 13 days. But let's see if that goes away in 13 days. Another war. Hey, it went away. I will not tolerate insubordination from my own vassals. Go. We're all grouped up. Ooh, an available dynasty legacy. More knights. Now this will still help with that'll also help me get more prestige, which will help me more rapidly become famous, which gets me more knights over the course of my lifetime. I hope to hit a bit of a timing later where I'll be able to build the military academy, have the bonus knights, and then also take House of Warriors for another plus 15 knight effectiveness. I'm spending a lot of effort on education and recruiting to my court. A great way to turn that into military strength in a way that doesn't even cost any money is by focusing on knights. I can convince his wife that she doesn't like him. Or just gain more murder scheme progress. Oh, let's try. I need some help. Is she willing to join now? No. That's really too bad. Why isn't she willing to join? Is it because she doesn't like me? That'll give her 11 more if she likes me. A little bit more than that if she likes me a lot. Might be able to convince her to join. I'd need to go through another round here. I'm not sure we have a very good chance in these wars. Look at that. The Jarldom of West Franconia. They're pretty tough. Oh good. I have my genius wife. She's not actually a genius in traits, but very high learning. You can become my primary spouse. There we go. Wait, there. Now I shall extort my subjects. I learned my lesson. Last time I decided to enjoy myself with drink until I die, I immediately had a bunch of children. Of course the purpose of vassals is to help me. So, I can take a little bit of gold from them. But why take a little when I can take a lot? Well, that makes sense. Here we go. Let's take a lot. Sorry about that. I bumped the mic. Not a lot going on right now. Sieges sure take a long time when you haven't invented siege equipment. Oh, got some people I can demand payments from. He doesn't have enough yet. He has enough. Thanks, son. The Duke of Languedoc. Ah, yay! Look. Excellent. See, we set this one up. Look how it all played out. Just wonderfully. My renown is starting to climb. God. There's me as a king. We have an independent duke. We have an independent count. Well, not independent, just not ruled by a member of their own dynasty. And 2 more by marriage. And when I die, we'll have 2 more kings. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Gonna start getting lots of renown pretty soon. Let's not go for it, I think. How close am I? I wonder... Yeah, this is is not the way to do it. Look at this. I can now bribe her. There. That is a very large increase in the success chance. Anyone I can ransom yet? No. Okay. My wife is so smart. She can educate some of my counselors to be better at their jobs. Who do I want her to do that with? Possibly my steward? Oh, he's really good already. My archbishop like it? Because he doesn't like me very much. No, it'd make him mad at me. Or we could try and have one more child. Let's do that. I want more children. I feel like a bit of a sitting duck right here. And I am. Fortunately, they have no supplies at least. Maybe I'll be able to win. Nope. Not even close. Here we go. Hope you're not afraid of spiders, Alfred. Yes, excellent. Oh, he had two sons and somehow they both got land. Oh, that means he's not going to be at my court anymore. That means I probably lost my steward to go and stay at his court. Well, not yet anyway. Now I have two tiny children to murder. Well, they shouldn't have been born in the first place. If they refuse, can I imprison them? I don't think so, because my religion is pluralist. But we'll see. Yeah, okay. Start off by murdering this one. What's the capital of Wiche? Berkshire. It's all the way over there, huh? 1, 2, 3. It's the capital of Wessex is right here. Okay. You see, I'm counting the number of spaces away it is from Exeter. I'll want to give one of them a coinage contract at some point, so that I can these wars are lost causes. I got some war score in them to satisfy my honor. Let's go home. So once your development gets higher, the existing development penalty gets higher. There's also a bonus from your neighbors, a passive one, if they have higher development than you. So right now these two are the same, so we don't see any bonus, but Dorset is seeing +4. As the penalties get bigger, eventually that plus 0.4 is a really big amount. In fact, we can see here existing development penalty minus 1.9, developing county plus 3.5. We're losing half of it right now. By the time it's up to 15 or 16, we'll be losing almost all of it. And that plus 0.4 would end up effectively doubling the rate that we're getting our development. So eventually I'm going to want to either give Berkshire or Hampshire a coinage contract so that and then I can help them with the bonus from the coinage contract plus my person working in their county to raise development, shoot them up to 2 or 3 higher than what mine is. Then I shoot Dorset up to 2 or 3 higher than mine is, because it'll get the bonus from the high development neighbors, and then I can do mine and get it to be just 1 below Dorset, then 1 more in Hampshire, 1 more in Dorset, 1 more in Exeter, and that is way faster. Or if I need to focus on money instead, I just have a continuous passive increase in development. And I have a development machine going that'll keep me developing ever faster. Now I'm undecided about whether it's better if they're of a different culture or not. If they're of a different culture, then helping their development will help increase their own innovations. It means it's more likely that they will have relevant things that they can give me an exposure bonus to. And on the other hand, if they're of my culture, that high bonus is just high development counties of my culture. In practice, I have very rarely been limited by what I have exposure to. Certainly you need to be the number one for innovation in your entire religion and places you border on and cultures that you have within your domain in order to even have the possibility of running out of exposure bonuses. I don't remember why she married him. There we go, that's why. Eventually, he'll inherit Set. Oh, he's on his way to defend his own lands. Way to go. Way to go, grandson. Oh, look at the difference there in my income by having him switch to train commanders. That is very significant. Now I want to build a castle right here as soon as I can. And right down here, I want to build 1 building as soon as it's done. No. No, this is not good. Well, that is what sometimes happens. So, I had big plans for this person here. I was very much hoping he'd have a daughter. I could arrange things so that she ended up inheriting, and I could arrange a marriage between a betrothal between his daughter and her, and then a betrothal between his daughter and my son, and then I just arrange for the daughter to inherit the barony, and then I can give her land elsewhere. Meanwhile, she continues to develop the barony herself, and she'll have a lot of money as well when she gets landed somewhere else. What's going to happen instead is that since he's married to her, when their son inherits Leon, he'll lose the barony. It will randomly generate, and his son will get all the money over in Leon that he has to inherit, and I'll get a new randomly generated baron. So this plan didn't succeed. My attempt to have a genetically superior family running a barony. You know, see, good genes that I would be able to marry into and then help them ascend to being help his daughter ascend to being a duchess. But it didn't work. It's not that bad. When you play Crusader Kings, you have a lot of irons in the fire. You don't keep all your eggs in one basket. But the more balls you're juggling at once, the more all of your ships will rise with the same tide. I hope I've combined enough metaphors there. What is next? She does not appear to be pregnant. That's too bad. Yay, he can give me all his money now. Okay, how's my... See it done, whatever the price. Turns out it's stressful murdering a baby. But I'm gonna do it again. And then, there we go. She'll be landed. So when deciding between whether I'd want to give my coinage contract to a Duke of Wessex or a Duke of Wiche, at least at first glance, Wessex would be better, just because it's only one county away from the capital to Exeter, whereas it's 2 away from the capital of Wiche. But there's other benefits to going with Wiche. Fearful troops is normally really good, but I don't have a lot of dread, and I don't have a good way to get a lot of dread. So I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. I don't have any real stress. How much are my vassals currently contributing? Not exactly a lot. I would probably benefit more from cutting cornerstones, since I plan on spending my money on some expensive buildings soon. Betrothed can marry, that's nice. My granddaughter to this fella. Oh, they did it all on their own. And he is going to inherit this county one day. Wonderful. Everything's getting set up for my dynasty to be everywhere. Oh, the shrine has finished. And I don't care that much about what they build in here, but I do want them to build a trade port. Other than that, I'm quite happy leaving it up to the AI to decide. They want to build a military building, that's okay. If they want to build an economic building, that's okay. And they'll always build monasteries, which is important. Control growth is very good. Now, if I had a way to change this, I'd change his wooden barracks into a port, but I don't. So, there you go. As for you up here, I don't really care which of these he builds. I do want him to hurry up and build guilds for faster development growth. So maybe I don't want to pay for that for him. I'm too close to being able to build my castles. Oh, I'll make the money back in time. So, there. That'll also help the mayor develop his lands faster. You know, he only makes half a gold a month. It'll take forever for him to be able to afford buildings. Okay, so let's just see here. This is worth 1.6 a month, which is a lot more than this place. And now that my plan for getting the most out of this barony is getting the most out of the baron, not the barony, is ruined. They outsmarted me. And he's a baron. I can freely revoke it. So I think I just will. Goodbye. I'll give this to my Welsh son. There. And he's still being educated to be Welsh. Sometimes my knights die, and then they stop teaching people things. So that's what you expect from people in the grave. It's hard for them to make it to the classroom. So he could learn to be any number of things, but his teacher would, I guess, be best at teaching him to be a soldier, but he'd be okay at teaching him how to do learning. And the kid is good at learning, so there you go. Just so happens, it seems, that all my family is focusing on learning. Which is good, I think. Learning is strong. They're all strong. Sure, your youthful vigor. Why not? I don't care what she thinks anymore. She helped me with the murder that I needed her for. Now, let's find someone who's Catholic, who should be insular. And Slovene, that's surprising. And okay. Oh well, so long as you're a good steward. He's too young for me to persuade. He's also too young for me to persuade. But he can probably accept it, so that's nice. Look at that, he's got great traits. These are the ones I said we should keep track of to see if they end up taking blood. So I think I pinned his father, Earl Hraffen. Nope. Unless it's also his father. Nope. Who's Earl Hraffen? Oh, he's a different one that I was keeping track of. To see if they end up taking blood. They're even further away though. But let's keep them... Let's try and keep these, Oh, I can't pin dead people. Okay. So I'll need to keep it up to date. There. There. He's being educated. Yes. She's his sister. And she's beautiful. There we go. My great-grandson will need... He's currently the one who's in line to, He doesn't like me very much, huh? Is she a guest of mine? No? What is my... Yet another one who can be a master of learning. I'm getting kind of tired of focusing on learning, but I also think that I'm fairly consistently staying close to being fully developed. I won't have much need of even more gold. So I don't see why I would choose stewardship. And it seems like that problem is only going to, it's not a problem. I'm going to stay fully developed the entire time. I don't see why that would ever change. I could spend the money on further developing my vassals, which would be good, especially if I want to, for example, start focusing on development and coinage contracts, and I'd really want to make either Wiche or Wessex into the develop it to make it the ultimate development machine. The other reason to focus on Wiche instead of, there's two reasons to do Wiche instead of Wessex. One is for founding a university, which I believe Oxfordshire, right there, yeah. So it would set us up nicely for that. Long ways away actually doing it. The other thing is that it's just much more central. So high development in Berkshire will end up easily affecting Kent, Essex, well, Wessex. It'll make its way up to Mercia. It would be good for all of Britannia. Better for all of Britannia to give the coinage contract to Wiche than to give it to Wessex. But it's also worse for me, at least until I'm Emperor of Britannia, which I have no intention of rushing towards, so. Don't have any claims on them. That's too bad. But over there, they're weak and they're embroiled in a war. They don't have many allies. I think we should take this and give it to my grandson. After all, I did just finish building a temple. I have a lot of piety to burn through before I die. I got enough piety for 4 duchy tier holy wars. And I simply don't have enough for a holy war for the kingdom. So, and I'm not going to get enough devotion before I die to become a paragon of virtue. So here we go. Now that he likes me more, I wonder if I can arrange for this marriage to him. Oh, he doesn't like me more. He didn't change religion. It was the other one who changed religion. Does he have any sisters? He does. She's robust. That's fantastic. And her mother is beautiful. Yes. There will be lots of positive genetic traits in their ancestry that might just be able to come out in mine. But they'd be inbred. Well, I don't know I wonder in what way I'm related to them. I don't really care. You won't do it. Although I have found that when it's not even clear in what way you are related, it's often distant enough that I've never actually seemed to have any inbreeding related flaws develop. Who is his ally? Okay. There, we got the carpet siege going. And there, those ones can all go home. And just to be nicely prepared for grouping up, a second army there, that's only 14. A second army there, that's only 9. And you'll go and sit right there. It's friendly territory, close to both. I will educate him for now. And how come I don't get an option to select an education trait? Oh look, they've arrived. Let's head them off. It says I'll beat them, even if I'm fighting them over the river crossing. I can keep chasing them away. Oh yes, we get to fight in a forest. That is my preference. He's an example to us all. You're so generous, my surgeon and archbishop. I wonder how... Oh, he won't give me any money for him. Can I recruit him? And demand his conversion? Okay. Gain a weak hook on him? Sure. If you won't let me sell him back to you. There. Then, there we go. Bon appetit. There we go. Earl Seward is dead. And that means that now... Oh, how come she hates me? I guess she has good reasons. Okay, here. But she can have... what is that? East Anglia? I believe that's East Anglia. There you go. She can have East Anglia. No, she doesn't hate me now. What? He has more territory. Petty king of... Oh, geez. I should have kept his son in my jail. I didn't realize there that... I thought this was all he had. Okay, off to war. Oh, my granddaughter can get married. She has some pretty great traits, doesn't she? You're not marrying my nephew? What's wrong with you? The Duchy of Meath. Well, he has a son who would end up inheriting it first. So, we're not doing that. But you, Principality of Man. Right up there, huh? We could get them married and then just press his claim on that. That seems okay to me. Where was she in here? He can get married. Matrilineal. One with a claim. Him. To the Principality of Man. Oh. But it looks like my nephew is already going to inherit the Principality of Man. So, that's fine. We don't need to do anything about that. Let's just add claims. Neat claim here. More Mairdom of Sutherland. Well, Duchy of Meath, Principality of Man, Petty Kingdom of Strathclyde. Yes, perfect. I was just talking about how I wanted that. Here, let's make him like me. Offer to join war. Peasant uprising. There we go. Oh, that stressed me out a bit. Can't people just leave me alone for a while? Hey, my wife is pregnant. There. He's a somewhat competent knight. Demand conversion. Recruit. There. Some more marriage opportunities too by doing so. So I'm educating him, and I guess he counts as his own employer, and I can't change his focus. That's alright, I'm good with a change. So I think immediately after this war, I'm going to try and take Strathclyde before it gets gobbled up by some before it gets gobbled up by some Norse invaders. Look at my lost war score there. What is this? Who are you? Is he defending against another war of some kind? And I have a new child in my dynasty. Excellent. The Sicilian branch of my dynasty. Okay, we shall. First of all, okay, let's take a moment and make sure that I can convert everyone to the religions that I want them to be. Here we are. He can stay Orthodox in Greek. Because he is going to end up inheriting in an Orthodox and Greek county. And bring my family over there. This fellow's my guest. I can't force him to convert. Does he like me enough now to let me educate her? Yes, he does. And now that I can be confident that she will be competently educated, let's arrange a marriage between her and there, my great-grandson. There. Okay, that's one of those wars I was defending that I deemed a lost cause and stopped helping. I have another daughter. That's wonderful news. Okay. Oh, there's a Kingdom of Italy now. Isn't that nice? Defending against a Cisalpine Catholic uprising. They're way stronger than it, so we can count that they'll put it down. Let's see if there is anyone here who is very old. Moderately old. Very unlikely that he has children who have children. He might have children who have children. He does. Well, now this is very lucky. Now, I have a, here we go, a Lombard great-granddaughter. Oh, why won't they get married? Marrying down, okay. But if we go with my daughter, There we go. I better educate this daughter to be one of the cultures in this area. Let's see. She's either Cisalpine or Italian. Educate. We have a few good educators who are Cisalpine. How's her health? Fine. That's good. And she has Herbalist to help keep her alive longer. Convert culture. There we go. There we go. I might... If everything goes nicely, I'm 2 generations away from having my dynasty rule Italy. Oh, of course my daughter can go to the party. Of course my son will go to the party. Have fun, children. There we go. We have won. Uh-oh. And now I'm defending this against someone who... East Saxon de jure war for the earldom of Hereford. The war leader... No, that's me. Is this guy. Oh, it's you again. Poor guy. Will he agree to a white peace? Not yet. Okay. So, I'm just going to give that territory immediately to you. There you are, my favorite grandson. As for her, will she convert? Maybe. We'll try. Start off by imprisoning her. Good. Now we revoke her title. Why am I allowed to? Oh, so if they're of a hostile religion and they resist conversion, then it's still illegal. Vote. And give it to him. There you go. He will someday, if I can, before I die, I'll give him all of Essex. I better bring more soldiers to this battle. Better not call them right there. There. I don't really want to keep fighting this war, but they won't accept a white peace yet. So you can rest there. You and you can go there. I better send a small one to go keep them company there. And you guys can chase them. Off some stress. Time to go exercise. No, I've got lots of prisoners that can be ransomed. Here we go. Go. And here we go. What titles can be usurped? A bunch that I don't care very much about. No. Why was Uche fighting anyone at all? Rise of the Normans. Look at this. This rambunctious little child. How are the Normans doing? Very nice. Way to go, Normans. They'd be a good target for one of my upcoming holy wars. Maybe I can educate one of my grandsons to be Norman. He needs to be educated by someone who is good at that. There. Can extort my subjects again. Once again, why take a little when I can take a lot? There, how close am I to 4 months away from building my new castle? While while I wait, I'll upgrade this harbor. Why not? There. Can't believe you, petty king of Kent. She has a claim on that, huh? That doesn't really mean that much to me. Retract one. And let's give you the Duchy of Gwynedd. Grant title. And you can have... Oh, you already have that one. Okay. Then let's retract you. Oh, I need to click on your liege. Retract another vassal. You. And then retract another vassal. You. There. And now I can grant you all these vassals. There. There. That just generated a lot of stress for me. And I can build my next castle. Now this is the war I don't care about, right? The one up here? Yeah. For the High Chiefdom of Moray. He's slowly taking it all back. Looks like he landed stuff and our opponent landed an army over in my territory for some reason. How long is he gonna be besieging this area? I get to choose which one is next, huh? Be nice to have some siege equipment. Although I won't finish that by the time I'm in the early medieval era. What's happening over in Ipswich? He's trying to take away my granddaughter-in-law's duchy. Well, looks like he's gonna lose. Wonderful. some prisoners. Okay, I am now eager to press my claim on Strathclyde. Let's just go for it now. Let's see, are there any allies who might be helpful? I only have the one, huh? The King of Lotharinga. Let's just go now with this much. Ah, good. Scotland managed to defend itself. And good, he became Welsh, which is what I want. My currently hostile because of some raiders. Okay, well, we'll group up first. Oh, that's interesting. And now we'll go. Oh, there we go. King Ricat I of Cornwall soul has finally been cast to hell at 68 years of age. He drank himself to death. A known murderer, he will atone for his unspeakable crimes in the next life. Well, he did do some pretty bad things, but he tried to do good, and I think he really tried, and he did well by his family. Anyway, it doesn't matter so much. King Ricat ascends to the throne. Well-spoken and outgoing, many expect Ricat to have no problem charming the court to his side. Oh, well, that looks very good. So, at the time of King Ricat II's ascension, look, here we now have the King of Brittany over here of my dynasty, who is being educated how to be a Breton and a warrior. Here is Wales, by a Welsh member of my dynasty. We're currently fighting a war for Strathclyde, which is good. I have more territory than I currently can hold on to. How many sons do I have? Just the one. I have 2 daughters to educate. I will start educating my son myself now that, since it was, how many, I must already be full here. Okay, I'm not going to educate her. I'm going to educate my son. There, I can give him land right now if I want to. Since I have no other sons. Where would I like to is the question. Let's take a quick look at my land. I have all of Wessex. Be nice to kind of keep that intact for no other reason than to keep the duchy together when I give it to someone deserving. So I could give him this. Oh, Earl Magnus died. It's now him. You know, she is betrothed to him, my grandson. If an accident were to befall this fellow, which I'm not very good at, we won't make that our first priority. Let's see here. Could also give my my cousin here some land, mostly because he's such an amazing spy master, and then he'd be able to serve me as a spy master. He doesn't have any claims on me. I kinda like that idea. I'm not gonna give the land to my son. I'm going to give the land to him. You can have this land out in Wales. I don't really care very much about it. There. And now we'll also make him my spy master. There we are. Need a good chancellor next. We have a few good options here. This fellow is very good at it. So there. Who is my court physician? Her. Very good. I believe she's currently teaching my aunt, who's 2 years old. Right, because she needs to, my aunt needs to learn how to be Cisalpine. Now there she is, very good. If I switch to patronage, we'll leave her on assist. She's very well rounded. Now earlier I was focusing on theology. I think I'll continue to focus on theology. Remove guardian. Oh, yes, that's... I removed my daughter's guardian. I have one more territory to give away. Now let's just see if I have any truly outstanding people in my court. Here's a Herculean knight. Oh, I don't want her to leave my court, though. This fella's just a guest. He is hale. He's a good knight. I could give him some territory that is not very valuable to me, like Carisbrook. Get a better knight. He's Cornish, which is alright. Who's this? Oh, this was my father's good. They'll accept. That's a good combination of get them some good genetic traits mixing together. As soon as that marriage is over, I will give him... Oh, he joined my court from that. He stopped being my guest. I didn't know that would happen. Okay. Well, here you go. Have white. There. Now I have one more duchy than I need. Should pick someone to give Mercia to, I suppose. Oh, these people do not like me up here. Not at all. Okay. Let's raise his contributions. He's my brother-in-law. I'm married to one of these people? Well, here you are, sir. You may rule Mercia, since we're friends, and I just raised your taxes. There. I hope you successfully unify it. Won't that be nice? That's for my son. Let's usurp the petty kingdom of Essex. We will give that to him. There. Now hopefully he'll unify those himself. Take them from the weak ol' petty king Tostig Alfredson. And there we go. We are now... Looks like I kept much of my court intact through the succession. I don't actually understand how that works, but I'm glad I did. Sometimes it seems like they all just leave. I think I had better renounce my vow of poverty. So that is a lot of piety I'm gaining. Like, a lot. But I don't... I need money, unfortunately, so... I think it's kind of that simple. I'm not making enough money for me to take a vow of poverty. Ironic. There. let's see what... Oh, it's the same Archbishop. This one likes me. Perhaps because I'm not a murderer. Okay, and now I need to start having more children than anyone really should. Who's this person? No. No, that is too weird. My father's ex-wife. Not... no. Here we go. Someone who is robust. Excellent. Chance of our children being inbred. Oh, I was already arranging this. But you know what? We're gonna risk it. I think it's a very distant relationship. And Amazonian. Fantastic. Who's this guy? There we go. We'll have lots of children. Finally. Let's take a quick look at my vassals. Does anyone truly hate me? At least one of them does, and he's a strong one. Strongish one. Oh, look at that. He is successfully unified Wiche. Not just under vassals, like actually under him. Very good, Anglo-Saxon branch of my family. I'll need to make sure that your children get a better education than you did. I could try and help him have a smooth succession as well. I could give him a second duchy somewhere. Such as Kent. But I can't afford to usurp it right now. That'll keep Wiche in one piece. I need to find a newer, better steward. So, there. Oh, there's lots of people who can marry now in my court. That's very good. And what was it I just said I needed? A really good steward. Well, she's not finding me a really good steward. How about you? You're also not finding me a really good steward. I think I'll deal with that little detail a little bit later. For right now, I have this war to win, and I think it's time for me to take a break. Well, it's been a beautiful morning for me. I hope yours was nice as well. Good afternoon.